bathrooms.
I did too.
That freaked me out.
What?
Who wants to shower first? So I should get that going. I'm trying to do the polite thing, not be the first person like beeline towards it, but like
You asked, so I'm going.
we need to get this going, you know?
My hair is so gross.
Mine's not, but I think it's because I have short.
Look at this, Jacob. It's like I can feel like all the dirt and like oil and like blah. Okay. It's your hat now. Okay, no, it's really nice down there.
Want to do a recap?
After we shower.
Or before.
Oh, hey Mel, can I have your face though?
It's running, right?
Yes, you can.
What's right? Oh, it is? It's going.
Just kidding.
It's going?
I'm probably stop because of that.
Yeah, like that was too much for it to handle.
Yeah.
Alright, so what town are we in?
Panagoda?
We're in Patagoda.
Sarah, what town are we in? Panagoda?
No, I don't remember.
Panatoga?
We're in Penguin.
It's like
Panini.
Penguich.
Penguin.
Panguich sounds right.
Penguich. I think it's Penguich.
Okay, Google. Where am I?
Utah.
Panguich. That's actually kind of creepy. Google knows exactly where I am when I ask it.
Oh, you have location.
Yeah, but
So, we were gonna camp tonight. Then we were like, no, let's get a motel.
well, we
Well,
went to the
actually,
campsite.
Hold on. Last night, we said this morning, but I just want to really recap. All right. So I'm gonna do it after a second. All right. So we slept in the middle of nowhere in Utah in the desert. Everyone loved it.
Except Jacob.
We woke up and we were like we've been trying to decide all day where we were gonna go, where we were gonna end up. At first, last night, John and I were talking and you were like, yeah, we'll get a motel tomorrow. And then we woke up and Sarah was like, no, we're gonna camp again, but at a place with showers. And we were like, okay. And then we went to the place.
That had showers.
It's called
Bryce Canyon
National Park. So I went to Bryce Canyon National Park, and it was completely booked. So then we were gonna stay at the Cowboy Bunkhouse.
Yep.
It's a gay.
It's a Western House hostel.
It's a gay strip bar.
And it's not a gay strip bar.
It sounds like a gay strip bar. And so we were gonna do that, and then didn't because time. So then we stopped at a diner that was kind of like the 50s.
And money, because this place is half the price of the Cowboy Bunkhouse.
Yeah, this place is super cheap. So what ended up happening is then we were like talking about camping again, then we were talking about not camping, and then we were talking about camping, then we were talking about not camping. Should we see Bryce Canyon
National Park? That discussion lasted maybe 45 minutes to an hour.
But like it was kind of had throughout the day.
Yeah, and the week.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to Zion.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And try and get a campsite there.
Yes.
What is if no campsite?
Find another cheap hotel.
We might be finding another cheap motel.
But tonight we get to shower. We didn't get to shower yesterday, and we went on a hike yesterday, so we're all sunburnt and sweaty and a little dusty.
Desert dust
Yeah.
plus human sweat
equals gross. I actually don't smell too bad. I don't think.
I smell like sunscreen and bug spray and desert.
I didn't use bug spray. I smell just kind of like Sunscreen.
Something that I'm not used to is the desert boogers.
Mm-hmm.
My nose has been getting all boogery.
Like just
a lot more
congested?
than normal. No, not like all the dust that gets up there. They normally have like a pretty moist nostril.
I'm not really dealing with that myself.
I am.
He's on this journey alone. Anyways, we get to this place. Husband and wife have owned it for a week.
Yeah, they just got it a week ago.
Just got it a week ago. They're doing well with the place. Dude has a beard. The lady does not. Say what you will.
Every room, no matter what size, is $59 a night.
Which is awesome. On the way trying to get in here, can I say that Melanie crashed the car?
She did not crash the car.
Melanie almost got us all killed by going full speed into this side
See, Melanie is
of the
about
motel.
like a normal human's about yay tall. Melanie's about yay tall.
Melanie, who's an abnormal human, is less tall than a normal human.
So she wasn't really able to see over the hood very well.
Melanie, come here.
No.
No. No. Alright, she doesn't want to, but she's laughing hysterically right now because of how funny we are.
It's not hysterical. It's like the awkward smile.
It's like the. Oh, fuck.
See,
What was that?
shower. Oh, you're talking about this?
She Melanie threw a shower at me.
You're talking about the noise.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Alright,
Utah 847.
Oh, also, we helped a guy today.
Yeah, we saved some dude's life.
Yeah, he was out in the middle of nowhere with his dog, and he had one piece of fabric about, like, yay big.
That was propped up with his hiking sticks.
Yeah, and so the dog was under there dying, and he kind of, like, half-heartedly, like, waved us down, and we pulled off next to him, and we were in the middle of nowhere.
And he like crawled out from underneath there.
He lifted up a rock, and then skin and bone, maybe 80 pounds soaking wet. This guy clambered out. He looked like the Christian Bale from The Machinist, and he crawls
I was
out.
getting more of a Matt Damon vibe from
Martian.
no. What's the one where he started himself before he got famous?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's the one with Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where the line's from.
What line?
Hey Tommy, how's the peeping? Tommy, how's the peeping?
Yeah, I still don't know that.
All right, so, but this guy, he comes out and he's, he didn't look that bad. But we were in the middle of nowhere, and so we stopped and we're like, is this guy trying to hitchhike? We don't got room in the car. We all overpacked. And we pull off to the side, and he's like, hey, you got water? I'm starting to get a headache. And so we gave him a gallon, and he's like, why do you have so much water? And we were like, we took a lot of it. And he was like, smart move. Gave us a message to send to who I assume is a significant other. I did send the message. It was to Donnie. His name was Connor. And the message basically said that their dog, which I can't remember the name of at the moment, I think it was the name of like a type of flower. What was the name of the dog, Mom?
Juniper.
Juniper was on the mend, but needed more rest. And the guy was just like ready to like keep walking along. And I don't like the desert, so more power to him. I couldn't do that.
Good.
No, not now. I wouldn't. I would have to do a lot of prepping for that because I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, but you can do it.
But yeah, so I mean, that so far has been my favorite part of the trip. Yeah. So that is that. Anything else like significant happened?
Mountains are pretty cool.
Yeah. Rocks. Everyone else likes them better than I do.
I really like the rocks.
Did we mention Harry? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we talked about
Yeah,
that.
riding around on his bike,
Yeah.
retired, owns a little campground. It's a cool
Bob.
guy.
Hey, Harry Bob.
Hey, Harry Bob. Bob was a cool guy too. He just came over to us and me and Sarah were talking to him and John was like, hi. And then like went and packed up the trunk.
Well, we're trying to get packed, and I figured if we go talk to him for a while, it would just talk to him for a while.
You're right.
The trunk wouldn't get packed.
still one of my favorite things about the trip was Harry coming over and being like, did he say assholes or jackasses? Jackasses. And the way he said it, so he comes up on the bike and a cooler, we assume, was dumped under our tent when we stayed at Harry's. I look like I'm snorting cocaine. I'm touching my nose so much right now. Because I did snort cocaine, allegedly. So Harry comes by on his bike and he sees the river that is coming down from this cooler, and he just goes, holy shit, and we're like, yeah, someone dumped the cooler, and then he was like, oh, those jackasses, and then proceeded to home roll a cigarette and send us on our way.
It didn't happen quite like that. He pulled up and he's like, hey, what's that? We're like, oh, the people over there poured it out. And then he was like,
when he came over, he gave out a holy shit.
He did give a holy shit, that's correct. And he did do the jackass, but he was mocking the people. And he was like, hey, look at us, we're being jackasses. It was more of a humorous, mocking way, rather than like blatantly calling them out.
He said those jackasses.
Yeah, he did.
Alright, I remember it.
It was
wrong.
pretty deliberate. And I think afterwards he was jokingly mocking him, like, oh, hey, why don't we just dump this over here?
Oh, okay.
It was like, well. But the distinctive things that I remember, especially his him saying jackasses, because I loved how he said it, because he went, those jackasses. And he's, yeah. That's been our trip so far. I'd rate it 1 Utah out of the United States. So 1 out of 52.
I'd give it a 3 Utah out of the United States.
I'd give it a 3.5 Utahs out of, a big Utah.
If the full Utah is the best Utah, I'd give it about a 1 Utah.
A 1 Utah out of a full Utah. And on a good day, maybe 3 Utahs out of Texas.
Oh gosh. Oh, Mormons.
Oh, Mormons. Oh, gosh. Oh. If you had to be a Mormon or a Jehovah's Witness, which would you be? You see, I just killed myself.
Mormon.
Yeah, you go Mormon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're less.
They're a little less
controlling. Yeah, their cult is a bit older, so it's developed into more of a full-fledged religion.
It's more traditional values for
it's
them
not
than like you have to abide by this because it's our law because we're a cult that will literally like kick you out.
In the Jehovah's Witness church, to my understanding is that like the deacons in like the standard Christian format are deacons in Jehovah's Witness church, where they actually oversee multiple families and check in with them weekly to make sure that they're all living up to code. And like if you miss these interviews,
it gets hairy. Like,
Mormons, not all of them believe you need your holy underwear on Sunday.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's about it.
Pretty soon, though, I would like to do something for me that's just pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, for me, this is not pleasure. I don't know.
What would that be?
I've been whining to John a lot about the trip because I don't want to whine about it to Mel because she seems kind of edgy about the Australia thing, which I can understand because she's going to be gone for a year. And if I mention it to Sarah, she just calls me a wimp. So John has been my go-to.
Everyone's been whining to me just a little bit.
Yeah, everyone.
Just a little bit. It's just like little things here and there. Most of it's been from you.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
See, now, like, you thought that you were gonna be the mediator. I think I'm the mediator in the group right now.
I don't think we needed a mediator yet.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. I would have been the mediator if we had gone somewhere I wanted to go.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's just not. Also, my bowels don't agree with the desert.
Kind of clogged up there.
You got clogged up nostrils. The dust has climbed up inside of me.
Mine's going top down, his is going bottom up.
That's in the Kama Sutra. Is that how it's pronounced? His goes top down, mine goes bottom up. I'm sorry. I want to apologize. But sometimes you gotta do things for pleasure. And we still have like 8 days left of this trip. Right? Yeah. 8.
I'm just so tired.
Anyways, Johnny's doing a bit, so I'm gonna end this.